Long ago, before the first Dragon Lantern Festival, when the land was young and all of the realms beyond Earth lived in peace and beauty, Aurora, with its snow-capped mountains and deep pine forests, Lore, with its rolling farmlands and gleaming cities, and Mythos, with its lush jungles and white cliff shores. But deep in the heart of Mythos, something dark began to grow. A chaotic being who sought to corrupt Mythos and its people. The matriarchs of the city of Solifel banished this chaotic Mythosian for his dark practices. In time, he found his way to beautiful Lore. As years passed, he perfected the corruption that began in Mythos. He stole the light from the creatures and beings of Lore, twisted them into new forms. Even the land itself was plunged into shadow. As his corruption grew, so too did the word of his power. Those in other realms became so afraid of retaliation for his banishment from Mythos that they dared not even speak his name. His magic and shadowy influence simply became known as the Darkness. Now, the path between Lore and Mythos is through a portal on a place called Earth. Anchored near an ancient Celtic temple overseen by a beloved king named Loudon. One day, without warning, fears became reality as the Darkness opened his portal on Earth, determined to reach Mythos. Although his land was young, Loudon loved his home and his people, and upon hearing the Darkness had reached his borders, he vowed to defend his realm. Loudon's brave warriors were few, but took up arms against the Darkness. They were severely outnumbered and suffered great losses in the initial skirmishes. Much of Loudon's land was destroyed. Even the sacred temple fell. Meanwhile, in Mythos, the Mythosians began fighting amongst themselves over what they should do. Some thought they should seal off their realm to protect it, leaving other worlds to their own fate. Others found their way to join the Darkness. Luckily for you and I, there were many that chose to fight. The portal to Earth to join with Loudon's meager forces, and finally, the Darkness found its match. However, the war was not so easily won. The fighting raged for so long that the now united armies thought it would go on forever. It earned its name. The battle forevermore. After months of fighting, morale amongst the armies of light began to dwindle. Everyone began questioning whether joining the Darkness might just be their best option after all. Then, with the dawn of the Earth's summer solstice, the mighty Dragon Queen of Mythos surprised everyone by joining the fray. Loudon found a way to harness her flame, and with it, he defeated the Darkness once and for all. he sacrificed his own life to do so. The darkness's armies were conquered, and at long last, the battle ended. King Loudon was laid to rest beneath his beloved castle. The armies wished to leave their warring behind, so they buried everything beneath the fallen temple and returned home, leaving the land to heal itself. Mythosians returned to the site of the battle, carrying lanterns to honor Loudon, the Dragon Queen's flame, and the other fallen heroes. Over time, their numbers grew, and eventually, has passed since the battle for Evermore, and like any legend, the story has evolved and changed, parts being lost over time. Some have faded into myth or been forgotten completely, and some are coming to light with the excavation of the Celtic ruins. Now here's where you come in. Hundreds of years after the battle occurred, a settler by the name of Vander found this fertile land. He met the Mythosians who were coming for their festival, and when the town began springing up around his farm, Vander decided to honor this battle and the heroism of Loudon by finally giving this healed land, our home, a name. Dragon Lantern